This podcast is a proud member of the Fan Hub 100. Football without fans is nothing, so we've partnered with Fan Hub to put fans first. Search Fan Hub app to play your part in the journey.
Welcome back to another Mackem in the Middle podcast. I'm back again with another quiz with some slight differences from the one that we did previously, and I will get onto those differences very shortly. But first, the people answering the questions are John, James, Graham, and Michael. How are you getting on, fellas? You well?
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Doing okay.
Oh,
Well, that's one difference. I'm actually on one of these things.
First time for everything. First thing we will do is we will go through the teams, and as I said, it is a completely different style of quiz to the ones that we did before, so it'll be different teams. Team 1 will be James and Michael, and Team 2 will be Graham and John. So it'll be interesting to see who wins out of them two. And the differences for this quiz I will get into now. And initially, there is a new category that we are going to do, and it will go like this. The first category will be just Sunderland-based questions. Each team will have 10 questions, all based around Sunderland, transfers, kits, stadiums, just anything about Sunderland. Category 2 will be the new category and will be a Who Am I section. Each team will get 2 descriptions of an ex or current Sunderland player, and you have to guess the player. Category 3 will be a Family Feud style category, so you'll get a question or a statement, and I think it's 6 possible answers for each question. Obviously, each answer has a different point value. The best answer you give is obviously worth more points, and after the end, either when all the answers have been given or when we're half an hour into the question, we will give it up, and then whoever's got the most points will win. And of course, category 4 will be general knowledge. And that's not the only difference, because I've also added something else. Each team will get 1 ghost card. So let's say Team 1 ask a question. Say I ask Team 1 a question. Team 2 can then call in the ghost card and pick 1 player from the opposing team. Whoever that 1 person is that's been chosen now has to answer that question entirely by himself with no help by the other person on his team. You can call it whenever you want, before I've even asked the question, after I've asked the question, or even when they've already started discussing it, whenever you want. That's entirely up to you. If the person you've chose to answer the question still gets it right, his team will get 2 points. If the person you've chose to answer the question gets it wrong, the team that called in the ghost card will get the point. But remember, you can only use it once throughout the entire quiz. So if there's a very tricky question that you think a certain person won't get, call it in, give them the question, and you get another point for it. We all understanding that as well as we can?
To an extent. I've got it. We're gonna win. I'm going to win anyway. Well, we're going to win, so...
You are.
Oh, he's got
the
talk already. This didn't take long.
I'm just starting, and it's just a fact.
I'll take a draw now.
1 draw, 1-1.
1-1 draw.
Not be Sunderland, and then me and Jimmy will be Hull Peterborough, and we concede defeat right now.
Be
You're
Jack
very
Ross,
short,
just take
quick,
1-1.
So we'll get straight into it. And obviously, Team 1 is James and Michael, and your question is first. And your first question is: can you name every kit manufacturer that Sunderland have had since 2006?
So,
Okay.
so to start with, we've got Tom Bowler. We had Invest in Africa.
Bid Best was another one. Who was after that? Daffer Bet.
Well done.
This is so sad I can remember these. Daffer Bet, after that. Betdak, I believe. Then it was the Children with Cancer UK, I'm going to go with. And then the current one is Great Annual Savings, or whatever they're called. Did you say 2006?
I did say 2006. Shall I read the question once more?
Go for it.
If you want
Can
to.
you
Yeah.
name every kit manufacturer that Sunderland have had since 2006?
Kit manufacturer, not sponsor. My God, what What a
I
schoolboy
was happy
error.
listening to that.
Go on,
I
on,
was happy
Boyle.
listening.
Oil Sports, another one. And
Michael, we've had a shocker, mate.
oh, it's on.
So
Oh, I've just clicked on now. Okay. I'm blaming you, Jimmy. You started it down that track.
yeah, I'll take the L on that one.
I started doing it.
Go on, team one. Here we go.
I started doing it in my own head, to be fair, so it wasn't just you lads. Don't worry.
So obviously we've had Nike.
Umbro. Hang on, it's no Umbro.
We've had some more Tim Pot. I'm trying to think.
Hang on, let me just go and get my Sunderland shirt. Oh God, Nike, Umbro. Didn't we have Adidas? That was another one. And I'm struggling to think of any other ones, but I know there's probably more.
I feel like we've had one in like that Diodora tier, but I'm trying to think which one it was.
I know it.
I'm terrible at kits. I'm so disinterested in kits. It's like one of my weird little things. I just don't care as much about kits as our footy fans.
And I got placed with Jimmy. Thanks, mate. I'm struggling here, like.
I'm tempted to go. Should we nominate them and then just be put out of misery, Michael?
Yeah, go on then. Let's go for it.
You're going with Nike, Umbro, and Adidas.
Yeah, say Diodora as well.
Right. Team 2. This would have been good if I didn't say that. But Team 2, can you name every main shirt sponsor Sunderland have had since 2012?
Since 2012. So
2012.
at the
We've
back end of
named it for them.
I know.
at the back end of 2009 was Boyle Sports with Steve Bruce. When Martin O'Neill came in, it was Tom Bowler, and Martin O'Neill was like that kind of era of 2009. I'm trying to think when it started. So you've got Tom Bowler.
And then it went to Bidvest, I'm sure, because then the Bidvest people were the ones who got all the cup final tickets, didn't they?
Yes, Bidvest was like 2013 or something. Invest in Africa was just before Bidvest, I think.
Yes, that's it, yeah.
Obviously, Great Annual Savings is the current one. Before Great Annual Savings was, it was BetDAC, but it was given to Children with Cancer UK, yeah. And then BetDAC beforehand. The Championship season was Daffabet.
Yeah.
Premiership season was Daffabet as well.
It was, yeah.
Let me think, just to make sure there's no more. I'm trying to work out if Tom Bowler actually was one, because I think Tom Bowler actually might not have been, because if we're talking 2012, I'm pretty certain they would have left by that point. I think 2012, 2013, which was the Paolo Di Canio season, Bidvest. Well, actually, Di Canio came in 2013. So where we need to start from is the first Martin O'Neill season, which was Invest in Africa. So it wasn't Tom Bowler. It was Invest in Africa. Then it went to Bidvest. Then it went from Bidvest, because Bidvest was like the season Jack Rodwell signed. Sorry. So the Gus Poyet season. What shirt did we wear when we got beat 8-0 Southampton? That was his first full season. That was also Bidvest. Then Dick Advocaat took over. And then who was the manager after Dick Advocaat? It was
Allardyce.
So what did we wear the night we relegated Newcastle?
Yeah, it was the Daffabet ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that's all of them then. It's Invest in Africa, Bidvest, Daffabet.
I'm pretty sure I remember Martin O'Neill wearing a Tom Bowler jacket.
But that was the season before. We beat Newcastle 3-0 for the first game, 2012-2013. So if you're including from the year 2012 in January, Tom Bowler is included. If you're talking 2012-2013, then it's not Tom Bowler. So if you're including it just as years rather than seasons, Tom Bowler is included.
Yeah, I think it just about is, I think.
So if we're saying from 2012 as a year, we'll go Tombola, then we'll go Invest in Africa, and then we'll go Bidvest, then we'll go Dafabet, then we'll go BetDAC, Children with Cancer UK, and Great Annual
Great
Savings.
annual savings. Yeah, spot on.
Right, final answer.
Yep.
Final answer.
Very nice. Team 1, back to you. Your next question is: Darren Bent left Sunderland in 2011. How many clubs did he play for after he left?
Oh, that's a great question.
That is a good one.
So,
Well, Villa straight away, because that was who he signed
Yeah.
for. Hang on.
finishes his
How many seasons did he start for Villa? So 11, 12 he played for them.
3.
I'm sure it was something like that.
So, Burton Albion's his final club. I can picture him in a Derby County top.
Yes,
so that's
he
3.
did. I'm sure I've pictured him in a Derby County shirt as well. Is this every club Ben's played for after Sunderland?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So my
So
head,
he-
it's Villa, Derby and Burton.
So he retires. Yeah, he retires after Burton. It's just does he get loaned out anywhere else where he's at Villa and they don't want him?
I'm sure I remember when he was
Graham's
at
with
Villa.
this.
I bet he is. I'm sure he was at Villa. Went on loan to Derby. Then he got released by Villa. Went to Derby and then went on. And I'm going to say went on loan to Burton. Because I'm sure he was, because obviously he scored one of the goals that helped send us down League One. Cheers, Darren. And then after that, I can't quite remember. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think Burton's his last club. What I'm just trying to think is, did he play for anyone else, sort of between Villa and Derby or after Derby before going to Burton?
I don't think he did, but could very well be wrong there. Villa. 11, 12, I remember him playing for them. 12, 13. That's all I can think of.
Do you want to go with 3 and trust our knowledge, or do you want to... Wait, what was the question again?
How many clubs has he played for since he left?
Okay, so do we trust our knowledge, Michael, and go for 3, or do we doubt ourselves and add in an extra 1 and make it 4?
I'd go trust knowledge because I cannot remember him playing for anybody else.
Okay, on your head bit, we'll go 3.
Well, it was on your head the first bit.
Let's not fall out yet, Michael. There's a long way to go. We've got this.
On this one, so I'll take the blame for this if we lose.
3 final answer then. Right, team 2, back to you. From which club did Sunderland sign Craig Gardner?
Birmingham.
Birmingham City, yeah.
Final answer.
£6 million.
£6 million, yeah.
Played him at right back.
Team 1, and back to you. Sunderland won the FA Cup in 1973. Who did they beat in a semi-final?
Oh.
This is something I should know.
I know it, but that is a good question because I feel the same. I feel like I should know that, but I had to think about it.
I should know, but I'm useless pre-2010, really. So,
so it's obviously Leeds United in the final. Now,
it's got to be someone we weren't expected to beat, surely.
I've got a feeling we might have had a nice draw. Got someone at a similar level to us. I don't know. For some reason, I want to say Chelsea, but that might just be because we beat them in the quarters in a big game in a different season. And I might just associate Chelsea with good Sunderland memories that I don't really properly remember. This is
I'm literally going to be pure stump. The only team I can think of in my head for some reason is Arsenal, but it's not based on anything logical at all.
Trying to think, what would Arsenal have been like in the 70s? Arsenal. Yeah, I've got. I don't know. I've got a feeling it's a smaller club, but I have no idea. I have no idea which one.
Well, I'm going to trust your judgment on this, Jimmy, because I'll have no clue at all.
Why do I have Chelsea in my head? Chelsea might have been crap in the 70s. It could have been Chelsea. Yeah, screw it. you happy to go Chelsea, Michael? I'm
Go for it. I can't think
kicking
of it.
kicking myself. This is proudest moment in the club's history, and here we are knowing nothing. Screw it. Let's try Chelsea.
Going with Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Team 2, back to you. Your question is... I'll find it. Sunderland won their first away game since dropping down into League One on the 22nd of August 2018. Who did we beat?
So
This is my sort of question, this.
so League One, first game of the season was Charlton. Then we went to Luton and we drew away at Luton. Then we beat Scunthorpe. What was the date?
22nd of August 2018.
22nd of August. If that was midweek, it's Gillingham.
Yeah, was it the 4-0?
4-1, I think it was.
4-1?
I'm just trying to think if we played someone beforehand. Because Scunthorpe during the week. And then... Because it was against sunny night in August,
Pretty
wasn't
sure,
it?
yeah, it was a midweek game, so I was supposed to go to it, but I couldn't make it. I'm sure it was that. So I was off.
I'm going to go Gillingham. I'm pretty certain. I can't. There's no other away games that stick in my mind around that time that we played in August. Oh, it was Gillingham because Madger scored in the first 4 games, so that would have been the 4th game, and that was the first away win. It's Gillingham 100%.
Yeah.
Gillingham final answer then. Right,
Yeah.
Team 1, back to you. Your question is, who scored Sunderland's first goal of the season in this league?
First, so since we dropped into League One, you mean?
Just this season in League One.
Oh, this
Who
season.
scored the first
This
goal in
season.
the league?
So
Hang on, I'm sorry, I'm deaf. Yeah, you mean this current season?
Yeah, just this season. Who scored the first league goal?
so it's 1-1 with Bristol Rovers.
Chris Maguire. I can tell you now, it's Chris Maguire.
Well, thank fuck someone else is here.
Oh, I think you should have been here on the last one, Anthony. I was clueless on the last question.
You knew that one apparently, and I flipping overruled you like a moron. Well, so you're 100%.
Why I'm even here?
Chris Maguire, final answer then?
Yeah, we'll go with Chris Maguire.
Good stuff.
Right, Team 1, back to you. Charlie Wyke is our top scorer this season. Who's second?
Do you not mean Team 2, by the way?
Team 2.
Sure, is it Chris Maguire?
No, it's not. It's Grant Ledbetter.
Is it?
Are you sure? I'm sure it's Maguire.
No, it's Ledbetter. 100%. Checked it the other day.
Fair enough.
Put Ledbetter's penalties in. I think he's got 8.
That's outrageous.
Do you want a clue?
McGeady.
Ledbetter does not have 8.
He's got 6.
Bowers. Where's Bowers gone? Get back.
Oh, I'm still here.
He's got 6 or 8.
No, but I'm still here, I assure you.
You're not having a poo, are you?
No, for that matter. But I would have said no comment even if I was.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
100%, John, that it's Grant Ledbetter. I could be wrong on how many goals he's got, but I know the only person it could be, and it just clicked, is McGeady because he scored a couple in the last 3 games, but McGeady's only got 4 or 5 this season. He just assisted loads. Ledbetter's got the Peterborough, Charlton, Doncaster, Burton. Ledbetter's scored more than you'd imagine. Ledbetter, sorry.
I reckon it's Flanagan.
It's only the other week I criticised Maguire and they said, "Oh well, I'll show you. He's actually second top goal scorer." And I was like, I was like, "Fucking hell!"
He's got a few.
I was thinking maybe because he scored one against Crewe as well.
Who's he scored against? Crewe, Bristol Rovers, Gillingham away.
Wasn't he our top scorer under Parkinson?
He was last season. But I think Charlie Wyke's been like a top scorer from the off because he scored quite a few in the party.
Okay, we'll go with Ledbetter, mate. Go on.
I think it's Ledbetter. I'm pretty certain.
Ledbetter final answer?
Yeah.
His penalties in the semi-final and the final should count.
Right, Team 1, back to you. And your question is, to the nearest 1,000, what is the capacity of the stadium of play?
48,000. Oh, to the nearest 1,000, 49,000.
That's what I would have said.
Yeah, okay. I'm happy to go with that.
Say fine answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Very nice. Team 2, back to you. In what year was the Stadium of Light built?
Were opened or built?
Built.
As in completed?
Just says built when I search it.
Well, I'm going to say until it had its finishing touches, then it wasn't officially built, so 1997.
Say fine answer.
You happy with that,
Yeah.
John?
Yeah, 97.
Right, Team 1, back to you. Your
two.
question, Team 1.
Is that a we all?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony, me, you and Jimmy, me, you and James are Team 1.
Look at
Okay.
Anthony turning up and trying to confuse me.
Sorry, mate.
I am say Team 2 every time you ask a hard question.
Yeah.
Right, Team 1, back to you. Luke Molyneux was on our podcast recently, and one of the questions we asked him was, other than Luke, who is the only other player to wear the number 52 shirt for Sunderland?
I know this.
What a question.
I know this. It's Nicholas Bentner.
Oh, well done.
Oh, of course it is. Oh,
Right.
Bowers, lad.
Of course it is.
Oh.
Big Nick.
Actually, you know, as soon as you started that question, I thought, oh, God, this is one I'm going to be crap on. And then he said 52. I was like, oh, thank God. I can actually copy one.
They find
Big
that
Nick scoring at the Gallagher.
I'm 90% sure it's Nicholas Bentner.
Yeah,
Can't do anyone.
absolutely. Now you've said it. It's there, like, it's in my head. He definitely wore 52.
Anthony always knows the answer to these questions once the answer's been given.
Oh, I always stay quiet, let someone else answer it.
Well, Anthony, you're not claiming credit for that one. That's for me, mate.
It was definitely me. Just
It's a joint contribution.
that's what it is.
There
Right, Team 2, back to you. And your question is, Santiago Virginie.
Legend.
Yeah. Great volley he scored against Southampton, wasn't it?
Wonderful.
Technique was great.
It was. What shirt number did he wear?
27.
It was 27, yeah.
You sure on that one?
Certain. 100%.
Actually, bring me.
Speed. Yeah, impressive.
No,
I remember
sorry.
seeing the back booted it in at Southampton.
Good volley, that.
Just
Right.
in the back of his shirt, putting the ball in the back of the net that much. I think he had 27 for both seasons as well.
The thing is, Graham doesn't even like football. He's just obsessed with the club.
I just like stats. I just like Sunderland. I don't like anything else.
He's the stat man.
You actually ask the question, like, how many yards did these players run in training or in a game on this particular occasion?
Graham would know to the exact number.
Oh, without a doubt. I'm with that. Who was the first player to sneeze on the pitch during the game versus Southampton in 1994 or something? And Graham would be like, oh, it's Kevin Ball. Oh, happy days.
Right, Team 1, back to you. True or false? You've got a 50% chance of getting this one. Conor Wickham scored his first Sunderland goal at the age of 19. True or false?
Fuck, that's a good question.
These are all good questions.
I thought he'd signed when he was 21.
I thought he'd signed when he was 18.
No, I'm sure
there we
he's 18, like. But the question is, when's his birthday, though?
He's born in 93, wasn't he? For some reason.
No, I'm sure that is. I might be wrong here, but I'm sure that's false. I'm sure I remember a tweet recently in the last couple of months saying, "Happy birthday to Conor Wickham, who turned whatever
12.
age it was."
So if he's... so I reckon he would have just turned 28. So we signed him.
If that's the case,
the goal was against Aston Villa. It was
Yeah, I
a 2-2
remember that.
draw.
Good goal, actually. I remember it.
Was a good goal.
Can't remember the game, but so we signed him. It's second year under Bruce, isn't it? I think.
It's at the start of the third season under Bruce. It was July. I think it was either June. It was the summer transfer window of 2011. We signed him, and I'm sure he was 18.
Probably.
So, true or false, Conor Wickham scored his first goal for Sunderland at the age of 19.
So do you want to say false because you think he's 18, Michael?
Yeah, I'll take the blame for this one if it's wrong.
No, just good stuff. Good stuff. You've gone in there confident.
False.
I'd say false, but I thought it was for completely incorrect reasons.
If you guys are happy to go with false, we'll go with false.
Yeah, we'll stick with that.
All right.
Right, team 2. Your question is another true or false, and I like this question. Sunderland have had 4 Jamaican players at the club. True or false?
Jamie Lawrence.
Yeah, he's anyone
Nyron
I think.
Nosworthy. Nyron's Jamaican.
Charlie White.
Well, Greg.
Aye.
Justin Hoyt wasn't Jamaican, was he?
No, he was. He played for England under 21s. I don't know where his parents were from, but I think he played for England. But I'm pretty confident that would be false because off the top of my head, there was only Nyron and I think Jamie Lawrence got caps for Jamaica.
Yeah, I don't think of anyone else.
It was like Robbie Earle and stuff like that used to play for Jamaica. I'm going to say false for that. Are you happy with that, John?
Yeah, false, mate. Yeah, spot on.
False.
Right, team 1, back to you. Who was Sunderland manager in 2002?
So,
hold on.
Reed or Wilkinson.
I was at the club when I was 18, and that was Wilkinson and Cotterill. And then after that was Mick McCarthy. So 2002 is whoever was before Wilkinson and Cotterill. So that'll be...
That's Reed.
That would have been Reed, wouldn't it?
Aye.
When does Reed get sacked? So do we think Reed gets sacked at the start of 2003? So obviously 2007, 2001 7th, 2002.
It was 17th, wasn't it?
Yeah, we finished 17th. So
that was Reed's
does he then get sacked in January, I guess, because Wilkinson wasn't at the club for a full year. So I guess, it must be Reed.
We should have probably just asked to be specific. What period in 2002? In case but I would go, if you go say Reed, I'm happy with that.
I was at the club when I was 15 to 18, and when I was finished, it was Mick McCarthy sacked us when I was 19, and before that it was Wilkinson and Cotterill with that was only like 6 months or something, 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
And before that was obviously Reedy.
So it has to be Reed because Wilkinson and Cotterill wouldn't have been at the club for a full year unless the question was at the start of 2002.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Peter Reid. Got to be.
Go for it.
You going with Peter Reid?
Should we not?
It's up to you.
Spirit.
Yes, Peter Reid.
I'm just an old man now. Christ.
You mustn't have clicked on that I like a trick question in these quizzes yet.
Yeah.
So the answer was Reed and Wilkinson. Oh, that's sneaky.
Actually, technically, though, he didn't ask us final answer, and he didn't confirm it was the final answer.
That was definitely a final answer.
Oh,
good point. Now,
I mean, you might have got it right. You might have still got it right. Might not have.
Well, we'll find out.
Team 2, back to you. Who did Mick McCarthy replace as Sunderland manager?
I've just said that.
Howard Wilkinson.
Howard Wilkinson, yeah.
I love thick Mick, me.
I love Mick.
The only person in my career that I've been off as well. And I still love the bloke.
He just got a good bit of banter about him, doesn't he?
He's a lovely bloke, absolutely class.
Right, Team 1.
Die for
back to you.
Legend.
Which team did Sunderland play in Roy Keane's first game in charge?
Yeah, Derby County.
Yeah.
Yes.
You two will know
What a
better.
day. What a day that was.
Team 2, back to you. Sunderland won that game 2-1.
Who
However,
scored?
Who scored the winner?
Chris Brown and Ross Wallace.
I nearly gave that away as well. I nearly gave away that anecdote, but it doesn't matter.
Chris Brown from like
to be
2 yards
I
out.
don't think it would have made much of a difference.
Yeah.
I asked this question in the Rugger Report WhatsApp group. Was Chris Brown a good footballer or not? As my memory just completely flaked away on.
No, he wasn't.
Even admits himself, I think.
But every highlight has Chris Brown in it, floating in a worldie. It's just mad.
I mean, Anthony, that is YouTube though. You could even make James Vaughan look world class on YouTube.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, fair
There
enough.
was a Josie Altidore compilation before he signed for us, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris Brown's Twitter bio says forward, which I think sums him up quite well, to be fair.
He's been into music since.
Pretty decent banter. Something like that. Good lad.
Right, Team 1, back to you. In the 98-99 season, Sunderland were promoted to the Premier League. With how many points?
105, is it? It was a record.
That rings a bell. Yeah, I would go with 105. Like,
I want to say it was 105, and Reading beat us, getting 106. It was something like that. 105 sort of got in my head.
Yeah,
go for it.
I'm sure we went up with 105 points. So,
is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
Right. Team 2, your last question for this category is: in the 2002-2003 season, Sunderland were relegated with how many points?
15. No, 19.
No. Accept his first answer.
19 points.
John was nodding his head at 15.
15
No,
was the.
Because in fairness,
I forgot. 15.
I forgot we outshitted ourselves, didn't we?
John, it's okay.
Yeah.
Derby County outshitted us even further, so it's all good.
Right then, so the answers for that round. Team 1, your first question was every kit manufacturer Sunderland have had since 2006. You said Nike, Umbro, Adidas, and Diadora.
Lonsdale.
Nike, Adidas, Umbro, and Lonsdale.
It was
Roy
the
Keane
shirt.
got
It was the one Roy Keane kicked off about. He said we look cheap. He wasn't wrong though. It was awful.
It was lifting.
Team 2, your question was shirt sponsors. You went Tom Paul, Invest in Africa, Bidvest, Africa, Better, and Children Cancer and Gas, and that was right. Got a point for that. Team 1, your next question was Darren Bent left Sunderland in 2011. How many clubs did he play for after? You said 3.
4. He played for 4.
Yeah, 4.
Played for 5.
5?
Oh, did he?
Burton Albion.
Brighton as well. He was on loan at Brighton.
Oh, he went to Brighton.
Oh, Brighton. God.
Yeah.
Did he even turn up for them?
He played 5 games and scored 2 goals on loan at
No
Brighton.
way. How do I not remember
He
that?
did.
That's baffling, that.
That's his lowest return at any club.
I was just about to roast Anthony for like turning up late, and he could have helped us get some points, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
No, it wouldn't have mattered. I'd have definitely said Fulham.
I thought it was Fulham. I thought it was Fulham. Was the one I
He was
thought
at Fulham
of.
as well.
No, you're right. He was at Fulham. Was 13-14. Oh my
Scored
God.
at Old Trafford. But I
So he
don't
went
remember
from
Brighton.
obviously he left Sunderland in 2011, went to Aston Villa, went to Fulham, went to Brighton, went to Derby, went to Burton. So
Either way, he's a Judas scumbag. So you know.
Yeah, dead to us.
Team 2, your question was where did sign Craig Gardner from? It was Birmingham. Team 1, your question was who did we play in the semi-final when we won the FA Cup? You said Chelsea. It was Arsenal.
Sorry,
Team
Michael.
2, who was our first away game victory against? It was Gillingham.
Well done,
Team 1, who scored the first goal of this season? It was Chris Maguire.
Well done, Michael.
There you go. That's 1 point with Gosk.
It's only because I turned up, you see.
Team 2,
all right.
Sunderland's...
You just claim credit, mate. It's all right.
No, Will.
He loves that. Team 2, who was Sunderland's second goal scorer, top goal scorer of the season, is Ledbetter with 6.
Yeah, well done, Graham, for talking me out.
Chris Maguire has 4.
He's let me down.
Capacity of the Stadium of Light to the nearest 1,000. You said 49,000, and it is 49,000. What year was the Stadium of Light built?
97.
You said 97, and it is 97. I think that was off transfer market that I got that one from. So when you said built or started, just said built. So.
Basically the Wikipedia of
football. Team 1, who used to wear number 52 other than Luke Molyneux? It was Bentner.
Well done, Bowers lad.
Yes.
What was next one? Santiago Virginie, he wore number 27. True or false, Conor Wickham scored his first goal at the age of 19. False, it was 18.
Well done.
True or false, Sunderland have had 4 Jamaican players at the club. You went false. This is kind of a trick question because it's true. Because Lewis Graben has a Jamaican citizenship. So
he's also a dickhead.
He also doesn't exist.
Who was Sunderland manager in 2002? There was
Ricky
2
Spring.
managers in 2002.
Yeah. Oh.
Peter Reid was sacked. I think it was it October. I think.
Can we not
Oh,
get the point? That's like 3/4 of the year.
October. I think he left at the start of October, and then Howard Wilkinson took over a couple of days later.
We said them
Both of them.
We
don't get
did,
it.
and then we sort of said read us our answer when
We didn't we?
To be fair,
sneaky.
we did give the entire chronological order
Yeah.
of the match.
Team 2, who did Mick McCarthy play Sunderland manager? It was Howard Wilkinson. Team 1, who did we play for Roy Keane's first game in charge? It was Derby. Who scored the winner in that game? It was Ross Wallace. How many points did we finish on when we were promoted in 98-99? It was 105. And how many points did we get relegated with in 2002-2003? It was 19. So, Team 2 are leading with 9 points. Team 1 have 7.
That's actually, you know what is bizarrely, that was more than I thought we had. By the way, I love how you ended that with a promotion and a relegation question in one go.
I love doing that. Team 1 had 7. There we go. Right, so the next category is the new category, which could go either way. This could be very easy and it could last nothing, or it could be very hard. We never get any answers. So we will start, and Team 1 will go first for this one. And your description is: I was born in 1973. I scored 3 goals in 28 appearances in the Premier League for Sunderland in the early 2000s. I used to wear the number 4 shirt, and my son plays for a side in Germany.
Yeah, got it. It's got to be
Yeah.
Claudio Reyna, hasn't it?
Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
Go for it, yeah.
yeah.
Very good. Here's Claudio Reyna. Would you have got that if I didn't mention the Germany part?
I was going to say either Reyna or Schwartz for some reason, but Reyna's definitely the answer now.
Right. Team 2, your one is: I was born in 1971. I scored once in 32 Premier League appearances for Sunderland. I used to wear number 7, and I started my career at Swindon Town.
He scored. Give me the goal scoring stats again.
Scored once in 32
One in 32.
appearances.
Once in 32, and he started at Swindon. I can't get Nicky Summerby out my head because he played number 7, but he scored more than 1 goal. He scored about 7 or 8. Let me think. Swindon. He's born in 71.
Makes him 50 now,
Yeah.
possibly.
When you said it, I was thinking Lillian Les Landers, but I don't think he grew up in Swindon. The name doesn't sound very Swindon-esque. So he started. I think that's going to sway me off that he started his career at Swindon, because if he started his career at Swindon, that's kind of gravitating towards that. He scored once. Oh, now I'm just thinking of Danny Graham.
32 Premier League appearances.
32 Premier League appearances.
And he's 50.
It could be Summerby then, because Summerby scored not that many.
No, because
Summerby.
Reid bin him off.
I'm going to say
Yeah, I think that's Summerby.
Yeah.
I'd go with
Mickey
that as well.
Summerby.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer, yeah.
I'll be alarmed if Summerby only bagged once. That's amazing.
It
in
is
the
Nicky
Premiership,
Summerby.
I think. In the
Oh,
Premiership,
wow.
I think only once. I think maybe
1 goal in 32 Premier League appearances. It was Nicky Summerby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well done.
spot on.
Right, Team 1, your next one is: I made my Sunderland debut in 2008. I have played under Chris Coleman. I have played with Scott Dan, Joe Allen, Wayne Rooney, and Mohamed Salah. Who am I?
Can you repeat that again?
Yep. So I made my Sunderland debut in 2008. I've played under Chris Coleman. I've played with Scott Dan, Joe Allen, Wayne Rooney, and Mohamed Salah.
Scott Dan, Wayne Rooney, Joe Allen, and Mohamed Salah.
2008. So that is Sabrasia season, the second season under Keane.
No,
All starts to go wrong.
08-09. So it would have been when Roy Keane was there.
Yeah, Keane to Sabrasia. So that's when we signed like Mal Bronk and people. Played under Chris Coleman, so
because I instantly thought he'd be Welsh, but obviously he's had a club career management, hasn't he?
He's also played with Joe. Like I said, he played with Scott Dan, Joe Allen, Wayne Rooney, and Mohamed Salah. Make of that what you will.
Kieran Richardson.
I think his debut's the year before. When would he play with Joe Allen?
I don't know. Was he ever at Stoke? Everyone else went to Stoke. Why not?
No, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I wonder what. Kieran Richardson, I'm sure, was at Fulham after he played for us, and then went to Villa.
That'll be Coleman.
Jordan Henderson never would have played under Chris Coleman, would he? Oh, would he have at Coventry? Henderson, would he have played with Chris Coleman at Coventry on loan? And then obviously he's played with Salah. Obviously he's played with Joe Allen. He's played with Wayne Rooney for England.
And who's Scott Dan?
Yeah, where's the Scott Dan link?
It's Palace, isn't it?
Scott Dan was like, wasn't he like, wasn't Scott Dan like
Palace, Birmingham City.
England at 21s?
I think he'd be too old, but I mean, he fits for everyone else. I mean...
Go on then. Go on, we'll stick with Henderson.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Probably
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. Although, was his debut in 2008?
Around then. It would have been around that ballpark. Like, he becomes a first teamer sort of 2009, doesn't he? So maybe he played a League Cup game. I don't know.
I think my last article was on Henderson. That shows how long ago I wrote that.
Who are you going to go with then?
Yeah, go on then.
It is Jordan Henderson.
Yes,
Yeah. Well done, lads.
Played under Chris Coleman at Coventry.
Yeah.
And played with Scott Dan at Coventry.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Well done, you
Obviously, Joe Allen, Wayne Rooney, and Mohamed Salah are pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Made his debut against Chelsea, is that right?
I'm not sure who it was against, but 2008.
Yeah, it was during a massive defeat.
7-2 or something like that?
No, it wasn't that big. It was like a 4-0 or something.
We got battered every time we went there, and then randomly went there and beat them 3-0 under Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we beat them a few years later under Poyet, so, you know, even though most times he gets smashed there.
And Kevin Phillips destroyed them and all, didn't he, on his own? So.
Right then, so team 2, this is the last Who Am I for this category. And your one is, I made my Sunderland debut in 2015. I have played under Harry Redknapp. I have played with Richarlison, Didier Ndong, Gareth Bale, and Dimitri Payet. Who am I?
Nico Crankjaw, Peter Crouch.
2015. He's played alongside Richarlison, so that says Watford. Yunus Kabul.
Yeah, great shout.
Yeah, that was quick.
Great shout, that.
That's the
only Watford connection, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Richarlison, Harry Redknapp at Spurs. Yeah, it's definitely big Yunus. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Yunus Kabul. Obviously, Dimitri Payet, I think they played at France together. I think it was under 21 level potentially.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale at Tottenham, Richarlison at Watford, and Didier Ndong at Watford. Although he didn't, kind of would have possibly thrown you off because he didn't actually play for Watford. Ndong.
Yeah, he just existed at Watford.
He just turned up.
Yeah, he just went there just to get the weakers off.
Well, at least he turned up.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's an improvement. He turned up.
Never did for us.
Right. So the scores are still 2-point difference. So Team 2 have 11 and Team 1 have 9. And now we move on to another new round, which is Family Feud. So how this will work is Team 1 will give an answer first, and I will take the first answer that I hear. So just shout out an answer, whoever wants to shout out an answer. You can take it in turns if you want to give an answer. There are 7 possible answers that you can give for this question. And obviously, once Team 1 have given an answer, it will go to Team 2. Each answer is worth a certain amount of points. And at the end of the question, whoever's accumulated the most points from the answers will win. Are we all getting that?
How do we know which ones are going to be worth the most points, or is that random?
You've just got to just random.
Okay.
So I've got the words in front of me here, which I found online. Each word or words potentially have a value. So obviously, the best answer that you give will be worth most points. So you've got to kind of think. This is an American survey as well. There's no English styles of this.
Oh, Jesus.
So
that will be interesting.
So Team 1 to give an answer first, and the question is: name a fruit that reminds you of a body part.
I'll be that guy. Go on then. We'll have banana.
Good lad.
Banana. That is the top answer, and that is worth 33 points.
You're in. Top of the league.
Right, okay.
Right, Team 2.
A fruit. A tomato is a
that
fruit.
reminds you of a body part.
A tomato is a fruit. A pineapple.
You going with a pineapple?
Potentially. What do you think, John?
I mean, I said I'd take your first answer, so I'm taking pineapple.
Yeah, I will go pineapple. Take that.
That is not one of the answers.
Oh, hey.
So, Team 1, back to you.
Where do we stand on melons, lads?
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Go for
Some
melons
juicy
if you want.
melons, I reckon.
You going with melons?
Get the melons out.
That is an answer, and that is worth 18 points.
You're in.
So you're on 51, Team 2 are on 0 as it stands, but Team 2, it's back to you.
Tomatoes?
That's not an answer either.
Is it even a fruit?
It's debatable.
What about plums, lads?
Oh, hey, man. Kill the ear.
Why not?
Plums is not an answer on here.
What? Disgraceful.
Team 1, back to you.
Oh, God.
Team 2, back to you. No, Team 1. Lost track of who's on whose team now.
It's
Whoever just didn't answer.
It's Team 2.
Team 2.
I've got one, but I'm scared to say it.
See it.
Apple.
That is not an answer either.
But it is a body part. It's an Adam's apple.
It's not on this survey.
You cannot trust the Americans to have...
the survey. Oh,
Team 1, back to you.
How many answers did you say there was? Was there 7?
There's 7. You've got 2 so far.
How many have been said so far? 2.
2.
Oh, I've still got 5 more. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Sorry, lads. I'm all out of humanistic style.
Oh, I was thinking peach.
Oh, good lad. Go on then, off you go.
Yeah, let's have that.
Peach is an answer,
Well done.
and it is worth 24 points.
Oh,
Ooh.
So you're on 75,
peachy.
and Team 2 on 0. Team 2, back to you.
Eggplant?
That is an answer.
Is it?
And it's worth 4 points.
Well, you know, better than now.
So you're on the table. You've got 4 points.
Is an
Team
eggplant?
1, back to you.
That was the dilemma running through my head there.
Because it's the emoji you put for a dick, isn't it? That's where I got it from.
Yeah,
It is.
I'd always have an aubergine down as a vegetable, mind.
Yeah.
So is it up again, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drawing
I've
blanks
got,
here,
one
lads.
in my head, but I don't got one in my head, but it might be complete trash.
Go
Just
on,
scream,
Michael.
just scream it
Fred's
out.
here.
We've won anyway.
Strawberry.
Incorrect. Team 1 by you.
Oh, we get another
Team
goal.
2. Team. I'm keep losing track of the teams. Team 2.
Oh Jesus.
Just gotta spit out snow.
An orange.
Incorrect.
Oh, hey man, but look a little bit like testes.
What? By the way, what body is this?
I know.
Anybody.
These
We'll
questions-
go. Each
these
team
answers-
can have.
At this rate, I'm going to have to make a statement.
Each team will have 2 more guesses before we move on to the next question. Otherwise, this will go on for literally forever.
You don't
It's
say.
back to team 1.
Do you know there's such thing as a dog's arse fruit? Just putting that out there, like. Yeah, give it a type there, Josh. You'll love that. Dog's
I'm
arse fruit.
fine.
Get it searched for. Class. But no, that's not on the list.
Could be.
Grapes. Have you had piles? Grapes.
Grapes is an answer.
Oh, is it?
Nice one, Anthony.
It's worth 2 points.
Get in.
So on 77. Team 2 won 4.
If you want to build a sculpture out of fruit, I'm your man. Like.
There are 2 more answers to get. Team 1 have 1, but see if we can get them in the next two goals.
Fruit.
One of them is pretty controversial,
Ah.
and you'll find out why when I tell you. But we'll see.
It's not really a fruit, but people don't think it's a fruit. I thought it was tomato, so.
It's pretty easy one, I'd say. I mean, it's quite easy to say that when I'm looking at the answer, but
Well, yes. Trying to think. I've got like Tesco's fridge in my head. I'm like, right, there's the mangoes, there's the pineapples, the grapes, they've gone.
there's 2 controversial answers left, actually.
Oh,
God, the Americans are weird, like.
if it's a controversial answer and it's American, I'm starting to worry that it's like something worse than just a fruit. Do the Americans even know what a fruit is?
If it's deep fried, I'm sure they do.
I'm going to guess Claudio Reyna. Touchdown.
End zone.
Oh,
That'd be
God.
so stupid, like pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Yeah, pumpkin.
Not an answer. Team 2. This will be your last guess. I mean, you've already won, but you might as well try and get more points.
Should we declare, lads? Should we?
I'll just toss cucumber out there with it being controversial. Just say cucumber because Americans are idiots.
Well, if we've already won, then we've got now to lose here, so why not? Go on then, cucumber.
It is not cucumber. And the 2 answers that you didn't get, which are very controversial. The first one, coconut.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And the other one is cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe
melon.
Which is weird because it's a melon, but
Right.
it was also an answer on here. So
So we're blaming Americans for not us getting that answer then.
That's all right. We've won, Michael. Shh.
Oh yeah.
Just take it.
That's it. Is that worth 75 points to us? I'll take that.
Yeah.
right. Next one is name something you really hope your airplane pilot is not doing. And there are 6 answers for this one. What would you really hope that your pilot is not doing?
Who's
Team
first?
1, you can go first.
Oh, I'm going sleeping.
Airplane not doing.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah, we'll have Gare's answer.
Sleeping? Sure.
Yeah.
Yep, and that is worth 30 points.
Not the top
Team
answer.
2.
Drugs.
Smoking.
Drugs.
Take first answer, which is drugs, which is worth 21 points.
Go on.
Done.
So the next one
Team
got
1,
the next one's got to
Specifically
be
heroin. But
I think any. What was Anthony? What are you going with?
Do you reckon drinking, lads?
Go on then.
Alcohol.
Drinking is worth 20 points.
Oof.
One
Team
of these
two, back to you.
answers. So one of these answers has got to be based on the famous scene in a movie. Getting a blowjob. Of airplane, obviously. Like sexual, having sex.
With who?
The
Co-pilot.
co-pilot.
Animals.
The exhaust.
I'm going to give you the point out of pity because it says stewardess.
Oh,
Yes.
You wouldn't hope your airplane pilot isn't doing the stewardess is the answer. Team two, back to you.
masturbating.
That is not an answer.
Oh, really?
I would not feel very secure if this was my air pilot. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I'd have done all of these as a pilot.
So you would hope this is how long ago was the survey done?
Yesterday.
Pretty recently. I think it was about 20. I think it was start of 2020.
Oh, I was going to say, obviously it can't be, so don't take this as an answer. I was going to say you hope he doesn't have COVID, but
Oh,
obviously
You do COVID.
they weren't really worried then, were they? You would hope he's not. You would hope he's not a mag.
Very surprisingly, that is not on the American survey.
Well, it should be.
It should be.
It should be the
Ladies
main
and
concern.
gentlemen, I was off to have
Get
a
an email
pint.
sent in.
I'm not doing any flying, like, but I'm going to have a pint. Didn't worry about it. You just didn't understand.
you're right. I understand.
Going to Greg's for sausage roll.
Team one, back you. There are two more answers.
Oh, God. So we've had sleeping, drinking, drugs.
And the stewardess.
And the stewardess, yeah, of course.
Ever
To
since you've asked this, I've got snakes on a plane stuck in my head.
To be fair, it sounds like from the previous answers, one of the answers should be, I don't want my pilot to have fun. Because to be honest with you, took everything else away from him, so they might as well just like put a marker on down there and say, right, don't you have any fun ever? Just fly the bloody plane, and that'll be it.
What about playing on his mobile phone?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is an answer, and that is worth 9 points. You want 59. Team two, back to you. There's one more answer to get. What would you hope your airplane pilot isn't doing?
Crashing the plane?
Yeah, that's a given, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Please
That's
don't
a
press
very-
the plane driver.
Very good answer, but that's not an answer on here.
Americans are weird.
Oh, if it's Americans, of course you'd hope he wasn't a terrorist.
Yeah,
Because they think like that, don't they?
yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that one then.
Some of them
Yeah.
do.
Hope he's not a terrorist.
Not an answer.
Oh,
Really? Wow.
So it seems that people doing this survey are more annoyed about them doing the stewardess than someone being a terrorist.
Shows where their priorities are.
Yeah,
It does.
that's America. Only in America.
Was going to the bathroom.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
That
So
was
he's not allowed to play with his phone or go for a cack?
You don't have to do anything else.
So they would rather he shot himself.
Allegedly.
Oh, welcome to the world of bus driving, I suppose.
Hope you've enjoyed my flight. Don't come in the cockpit.
Is that the next question? You hope a bus driver won't do.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I reckon
So-
I've passed all that.
Yeah. Team one are on 10, team two are on 12. Team one got that point.
Lovely.
So there's one more category. And that one is, one more question for that category. Name things you might find that someone on a diet would order in a restaurant.
Oh,
And there
God, I should be
are-
good at this.
6 answers for this one. What would someone on a diet order in a restaurant?
are they up first this time?
We'll go team one again. No, we'll go team two.
Team two.
Give you a
Diet.
chance.
Diet Coke.
Obviously.
Diet Coke and that. Have Diet Coke and that kebab, please.
Nice.
Not an answer on this survey. I'll do. Again, remember it's American.
Salad. Come on.
Super-sized
Yeah,
Diet Coke.
salad. Yeah, it's got to be a salad, isn't it?
Salad is worth 35 points.
I'll have 46 burgers and a salad, please.
Can I have
Team
some salad on
two.
that kebab? Team 2.
Got to be a fish. Got to be fish.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
fish. Fish is like a thing in it. People are like, oh, protein.
Fish is an answer.
Oh yes,
And
that's
it's worth
fish.
27 points.
What do you
Fish
call a
is
fish
definitely a
without
thing.
an eye? What do you call a fish without an eye?
Oh my god. Oh.
I'm here all night.
Not fun of that.
Oh. Why?
Right,
not?
back to team 2. 1. Too late for this.
It's gonna be chicken.
Chicken is an answer. 12. Team 2.
Jack and potato.
Oh.
Not an answer. Team
No
1.
way. Stupid Americans.
There are 3 more to get.
Ratatouille.
That's not an answer. You've
No.
missed possibly the easiest answer ever, and
Are you
that's even on an American survey.
Slim
Team 1.
Fast? Slim Fast?
For a restaurant.
Like a protein shake or something?
I'll have 2 double vodkas and coke and the Slim Fast, please, mate.
That's not an answer. Team 2. Team 1. I do this every time.
Jesus.
Still 3 answers left to get.
So what's been said?
Salad, fish, and chicken.
Salad, fish, and chicken.
Salad, fish, and chicken.
Water? I don't know.
Yep. That's worth 10 points.
Well done.
Team 2. Back to
Okay.
you. 2 answers left to get.
We're mint, lads. We're mint.
Lettuce?
Can you
I'll
order that?
take that
Salad.
because
Ooh.
vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not salad, is it?
Hang on, didn't you say the
Bit
salad?
both.
Oh, hang on, never mind. I've just clicked on. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So you got 7 points for that. Team 1, back to you. There's 1 answer left to get. You've won this round again anyway. So
It's just, fucking hell. Seafood.
incorrect.
Okay.
The last answer was eggs.
Oh, of course.
Of
Of course.
Aye, because that's the first thing I'll go to when I go for a restaurant. I'll have some eggs, please. Way.
Laid by the chickens
Just
now.
Eggs, chicken, and fish. One go.
Get your
How-
chickens out.
I
want the
I
eggs
fancy
laid
some-
now.
Yeah, I've just had a few pints. Anyone fancy some chicken, some eggs from the old kebab shop, like?
Smashed together.
Aye, just whisk them all up and make us an omelette. Cheers,
Your
man.
protein smoothie.
You got any
Right,
chocolate?
so Team 2 are still leading just, but we are going into the last category. And I will remind neither team has used the ghost card thing. So feel free to use that this round.
I have no
Confidence,
idea
man.
what that is.
Confidence.
Anthony hasn't worked. I didn't tell Anthony what it was. I don't think he was in the chat at that point. But he was in the chat, wasn't he? He must have. Did you ignore the chat, Anthony?
Yeah, probably.
Right, so this last category is general knowledge, and there are 7 questions for each team. And
Okay.
Team 1, your first question is, to the nearest billion, what is the world's population?
7. It's under 7.5. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, and
Something like 7.2, isn't it?
I
So to
knew,
the nearest
I knew
billion,
we'd
that's
gone
7.
past 7. I didn't know how close we were to 8. But yeah,
Right,
I have to go
suppose
for
it would
that.
be 7 then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, have
Yeah,
to go
7, yeah. To the nearest billion, 7 billion.
You slow it down, don't we?
Team 2.
We need to start culling people.
for it.
Team 2, how many states are there in Australia?
Oh, that's an easy one, too.
Good question, that.
Bloody hell.
Can you pass that one over?
Never been. 7?
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, go with 7.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, go with 7.
Team 1, back to you. The Friends theme song, I'll Be There For You, was recorded by which band?
The Rembrandts.
Yes.
I would not have got that. Well done.
No, I wouldn't have either. But my general knowledge is terrible, so it's not a surprise.
It's
I'm
fair to
for the
say.
general knowledge. I don't even like anything else. I don't even like something.
It's fair to say Anthony was there for you at that point.
Team 2, back to you, and it's another song. According to a popular song, what drink brings all the boys to the yard?
Milkshake. Kelly's.
La 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 la.
Team 1, back to you.
I've never warm up milkshake.
Chocolate milkshake. I love a chocolate milkshake.
Vanilla.
Oh,
No,
sugar,
chocolate.
really.
Burger King.
Team 1, when did the Korean War end?
Has it ended?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
So
could this be
definitely
a
going
trick
on in the 50s. Did it crack on into the 60s along with the Vietnam War? I don't know. I think it was like a 50s war.
Did it crack on?
Yeah, they just keep on shooting each other for a bit longer.
It just happened.
They're still cracking on with
Yeah,
that.
the US were involved in that like before Vietnam, weren't they? And then they were like, actually, this isn't for us.
The Americans are always involved at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it going to be something ridiculous like? I have no idea. It could be anywhere really between like the 50s and the 80s, couldn't it?
Well, that narrows it down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tough one.
I'll make it somewhat easier for you.
It's kind of shit in the 50s.
If you get 5 years either side of this year, or if you get 5 years either side of when it ended, I'll give you the point.
53. It's early 50s.
You've gone with 53?
The official Korean War is early 50s, but it's never ended. I mean, they're always fighting each other.
You going with 50? Are you going with 53?
Yeah.
50. Right. It's early 50s, so if he's given us 5 years, just go and bang in the middle of it and hope for the best.
It's a shame that every one of your team have just literally confirmed the answer that it's never ended.
Oh.
So it was a trick question.
Oh. Oh, that's sneaky. That's
Team 2.
You've done us with. Oh.
Back to you.
Lift it, not like.
Yeah.
Who discovered penicillin?
Oh, I know this one too.
Okay.
I hate it.
Yeah, I do know this one. I could just ask Ashley. She's a scientist. Is that allowed?
No.
Nope.
So
we've
got
a 10
go.
second period, ask her.
Got
10 seconds from now to ask her. 10, 9.
Can you count quicker, please?
7, 6.
Oh,
5,
that's annoying. She's in the
4,
room.
3, 2, 1, 0. Out of time.
Oh, that was harsh, wasn't it? No time on the last guys who spoke the Korean War for 10 minutes.
You said Josie Altidore.
Alexander Fleming.
I'm allergic to it, so I should know this, but it's horrible as well. Brings out the get rash.
Hold on. Why should you know? Why? Like, because you're allergic to penicillin. Why should you know who created it? You're hunting these people down.
So I can sue them.
I'm going to kill the family just because I'm allergic to penicillin. I've come out in hives under my eyes. I'm going to kill you.
Have you seen the state of me back? There's boils all over me back.
I've got ringworm, you bastards.
What's your final
itchy,
answer
man, I'm
going to
itchy.
be for that question?
Dying.
It is Mr. Penicillin.
Mr. Penicillin?
Dave Penicillin.
Dave.
What were you going to say, John?
Alexandra Fleming, something like that.
I think John might be right. We'll take John's answer. I won't take mine.
Team 1.
Maybe the right answer should have been the bastard I'm going to catch up to one of these days.
Yeah, definitely.
Team 1. What is the name of the Hindu Festival of Lights?
Diwali.
Diwali, aye.
I'll go with that.
How Gare said it's probably the right way to pronounce it, but it's that one beginning with D.
Safe answer?
Yeah.
Team 2, your question is, which is the holiest book of Judaism?
Oh.
Inshallah, brother.
Is it The holiest book. See, I know nothing, mate. Could you not ask a question about like Satan or something? Because I read the book of the book of Satan not that long ago.
So what's mad about this? What's mad about this is you can tell us who scored the earliest goal for Sunderland or who was booked in 1995.
Graham,
but you cannot tell us who created penicillin. Do you know what I mean?
Graham, you see, you read the Book of Satan.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you read the Newcastle United book then.
Yeah, well,
she's
autobiography, and I stepped up, and Sorensen just dove to his right, like, and just saved it. I actually don't. I don't think I know that, but I feel like I should. If it's the most holy book of Judaism, then is it not just? Oh, I could be wrong here, right? But I'm guessing it's just the Bible.
Is that your answer?
The Bible. I think because I'm sure, obviously, there's elements of it. So maybe Old Testament. I actually never had much of a study into the beliefs of that. But I know there's similarities between that and Christianity. Very, very, very similar ones, especially Old Testament. So I would assume it's potentially the Bible, but don't know. I've got a signed copy somewhere. I'll read it at some point.
A signed what? Who signed that?
JC.
Aye.
Best wishes.
Unreal.
Right. Team 1, back to you. Your question is: from which fruit is grenadine obtained?
The pomegranate.
Is that your final answer?
Nope. Nope, I can't remember what grenadine is. Oh, it's like red stuff in it. I'm going pomegranate.
I think it's a decent answer, that.
I'll nod and agree because I have no idea. Good stuff.
I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what it is either. Unless it's like looks like baby spew in a bottle.
I think it's a northern thing, Jimmy. We eat lots of grenadine up here. Lots of grenadine.
Literally, like drinking from the bottle and that.
Grenadine and sausage rolls. That's just literally our diet.
Grenadine. I've never even thought about it. Made from grenades or something. I don't know.
I think it's from Grenada. I'm guessing. Grenada.
Oh, what do they make in Grenada? Oh, Manchester Television.
Oh yeah.
Grenadine.
Got to be of a certain age to get that joke. Jeez, and I'm kind of sad that I got it.
Is grenadine in snowballs?
I kind of want. It's got. I'm sure like grenadine.
No, that's
a ready orange.
That's in Snowball, isn't it? Dick Advocates and Snowballs. So I'm
that's right. Yes.
I think grenadine's that thick red stuff, and I'm going with pomegranate, and I'm sticking with it.
Cool. Fair enough. Team 2.
Sorry, lads. I'm taking proper like.
Hey, I can't contribute anything, so go for it.
I was
Team 2. Your
grenadine.
question will be: in which country was the first ever Caesar salad served?
Italy, surely. Caesar, Julius. Is this the real Caesar's palace? No.
Caesar Palace.
I didn't think so.
Is that your final answer, Italy?
It's got to be Italy, surely. Yeah.
Team 1, back to you.
I bet you it's an English creation.
Like football.
Team
1. Which is the only muscle in the human body that works without any support from the skeleton?
Oh.
It is a bone in your willy.
I should know this.
I've never said willy for like years. Don't know why I just
well done for regurgitating that. It was lovely. The only muscle
in the human body without support of the skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
See, no, they were expecting us to say cock immediately, weren't they?
You kind of put 5 men on a call, and after an hour, expect them not to say something about a cock.
Completely, I totally agree.
Oh, willies! Ah.
What about rectum? What bone's that connected to?
What are you going to go with?
I hate these questions. Tree.
I don't anything sensible to really contribute it.
I'm going to stick with it. I'd go small intestine or something like that. Me.
It's a muscle.
Might as well.
Yeah. Okay. Small intestine.
Just for the crack. Literally for the crack, lads.
Well, if you can't guess the answer, why not? Just wing it.
Your question is, what does the A stand for in DNA?
Oh, come on.
Data. Something.
Analytics.
Yeah, analytics or analysis.
Is that a fine answer? Or one of them?
No, don't. I was going to say don't know at all, but that would be DKA. Not DNA. Yeah, I think it's analytics.
It's got to be analysis, isn't it?
Analysis or analytics, yeah.
Is that a fine answer?
Analysis, yeah.
Yeah, analysis or analytics.
Team 1, your last question. Jamie Carragher made his first team debut for Liverpool under which manager?
Oh, yeah, Carl.
Roy Evans.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Because, like, he was a regular under Houllier, so he's probably there when... Yeah, why not?
Roy Evans?
Is that a fine answer?
Yeah,
right.
Roy Evans.
Team 2, your last question is, which German striker was known as the Bomber?
Was it Oliver Bierhoff?
Yeah, Bierhoff.
Is that a fine answer?
I've not got that.
Bierhoff or...
Bobic.
Nah. There's basically just loads of good attacking midfielders that can play up front. Like Goethe.
Closer.
Is it closer? He was Polish.
So you're going to go with Bierhoff as your final answer?
Andreas Moller.
The bomber. I mean, it's got to have been a mid-90s player because it would be a bit un-PC to call him that now, wouldn't it?
Even better if it was a player from the 40s.
Yeah, well.
Hitler the Bomber. Go on, lad.
What to call him? Yeah, he's not coming on.
Adolf the Bomber.
Oh, man. It's not Klinsmann. It cannot be Klinsmann.
Klinsmann was the dive.
And alongside Klinsmann, you had Rudi Völler. Could it be Rudi Völler?
I think you should take the first answer, mine.
Could it be Rudi Völler? Völler the Bomber?
Claude Makelele. Sorry, lads.
Bierhoff the Bomber?
Oh, it could be any of them, could it? No.
Oh.
Yeah, should really have not been thrown words in like so.
No, probably not.
I've never had anyone say Voller the Bomber. Never.
Nah, me neither. But
30 seconds to give an answer.
I've definitely heard it. You have just said it there.
30 seconds to give an answer from now.
It was 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, or 3 seconds ago.
Should we gamble on Bierhoff?
I want to say Bierhoff.
Okay, fine answer.
I think we're going to have to.
Right. So that is all the questions. Now we'll go through your answers. Right now. Team 1, your first question was, Nevis billion, how large is the world's population? You said 7 to 8.
Is it?
7.8 billion.
No way.
Right.
Question 2 for Team 2, how many states are there in Australia? You said 7 to 6. The Friends theme song was recorded by which band? You got that one right, is Rembrandt.
Well done.
According to a popular song which Rich Drink brings all the boys together, it is of course Milkshake. When did the Korean War end? It never did.
Dickhead. I said that immediately as well. Literally 3 seconds after you asked the question.
It was the first thing that you said. No, has it ended yet? You still give it a yes.
If we lose this quiz on that, I'm finding you like.
know what? You literally sound like the Carl Robinson of this quiz.
Next time when you work with him, I'm going to sit in the seats. I'm not playing anymore.
That's it. I'm taking my ball and going home.
Who discovered penicillin was Alexander Fleming.
Yes.
Name of the Hindu festival of light, it is Diwali. Holiest book of Judaism, it is the Torah.
Nah.
From which fruit is grenadine obtained? Pomegranate is the right answer. In which country was the first ever Caesar salad served? Mexico.
Oh, that's a sneaky question.
Yeah,
that's
Mexico.
Good.
Which is the only muscle in the human body that works without any support from the skeleton? It is the tongue.
That sounds so obvious now. You've just said that.
I hate my life.
I mean, you went for small intestine in the end.
Which is actually a bigger intestine than the big intestine, apparently. I read that the other day. The smaller one's bigger than the
longer.
Yeah.
Was someone just drunk when they named that? That's a small one, mate. Are you sure, Dave? It looks pretty big. No, I checked it, man. I checked it.
DNA, what does it stand for? The A. The A stands for acid.
It does.
Does it?
Yes.
Stands for acid.
That would have been sure.
Oh, I thought you said.
Carragher.
I thought you said accident, and I was just like, well.
Jamie Carragher made his first team debut, under which manager it was Roy Evans. Which German striker was known as the Bomber? It was Gerd Müller.
Oh.
Of course it was.
So this is what I didn't want to happen, because the scores are 15-15.
So take a draw.
I'm going to find one question, and we have a rule, right? Team 1, you have to decide on an animal, and I'll give a question for both teams. So one question just to win it, and Team 1 need a. And to enter the round, so we'll do this as like a round, so you have to buzz in to give the answer first. So you have to give an answer, and to buzz in for the answer, you have to give an animal sound. Same with Team 2. So, Team 1, decide on an animal.
Chicken?
Go on, then.
Go on, then. Let's be ridiculous. Go on, then.
Team 2, what's your animal?
A cow?
No. That's a good buzzer noise, isn't it? It's a bit bullseye.
So I'll read out one question, and the first animal sound that I hear will be able to answer the question. If you get it right, you win. If you don't, you lose.
This isn't going to work.
I've changed my mind. It's the sound of a beetle we're doing.
But I was making the noise 20 minutes ago.
The sound of a dog whistle.
Wolf whistle.
Right, so the question that I'll go for will be from an old quiz that I'm hoping you're not going to remember.
Oh, class.
How many stomachs does a horse have?
No. 4.
Graham's team. 4 is your answer?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It's 3.
Oh, hey, man.
Yeah, cows
Cow
have
has
4.
4.
You don't need 3 even. We're going to do with 3.
So,
tell you what, I want 3 stomachs. It'll be class.
Imagine trying to lose weight as a horse.
Oh, God.
Well,
You want to get a bit of chub off your middle belly.
If you want to try and lose weight as a horse, just run away from a Geordie. You're sorted.
Oh.
So Team 1 in the end somehow won that.
Because I turned up. Simple as that.
Anthony turned up.
Yeah,
He
just
won the
gave
game.
us the vibes.
Not enough Sunderland questions, that's what it was.
Talk about the super sub.
As soon as you stop asking Sunderland questions, we're winning. Like,
That's all, folks.